Hello and good morning, beautiful family. Happy Wednesday. It's a hump day. It is June 25th, 2025. Let's see where we're at. What can we work on? Or maybe we're doing just fine. We have a roundtable later today. I will be hosting. Yesterday we had reassurance that we're divinely protected, which we should know that. The Emperor, a born leader. Let's see if he's well aspected. He is. Now, when I read tarot, when it comes to certain questions, that's always Mr. T. And I'm getting that with this reading. So we're watching the moves that he's making. And we are dreaming of our abundance and sovereignty. We've been manifesting it. There's your magician. He's got all the tools he needs. We've been working on it. Okay. Right now we're like scrapping and holding on to every dime we can keep because we're not financially abundant yet. All right, we're holding the line. Kind of a keep a defense position. Wow. Really, he is wrapping up a lot of things for, basically victories all over the world. That's why he's the emperor. He's above all the kings. Are we feeling a little nostalgic? I remember the good old days. I feel stuck. Some people still feel left out. Like, basically, this is the attitude of, come on, get on with it already. We know you're doing your thing, but people are hurting here. I get it. You're trying to hold on, but sometimes it's discouraging if people are hurting. God's timing, guys. God's timing. All right, let's do a token. Start out with the sun. That's 19. 25 is a teapot. 85 is the balloons. 70 is a light bulb. All right. Good fortune, happiness, clarity, daytime. Basically, this is be in the moment. Find happiness and joy wherever you can. Let's have gratitude. That's important. 25 is the teapot. This is about friendship, confiding with a loved one, comfort, and joy. So they're trying to get us refocused on the happier things that are going on, not shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I mean, we all have plans of how we'd like this to roll out, but guess what? We're not in charge. Balloons. All right. This is being the fragile part of life, celebration of milestone life event. Well, we're watching markers happen all over the world of what we've been told, and we are celebrating. We're getting there. Light bulb, new idea, enlightenment, and insight. It's interesting because we got the magician and the hangman today, and they can represent that as well. They were coming up with new ideas. And maybe the enlightenment part is I'm starting to understand what's going on, even though that people are hurting. You start to put the pieces together. So it should be fairly inspiring knowing that we see the markers, we're checking boxes, we're getting there. You got to hold on to your faith. All right, once again, numbers 19, 25, 85, and 70. Just keep on keeping on. Sometimes these messages get monotonous because they repeat, but as long as our mindset is still in the same position, they will repeat. Only two? Okay. 1, we have a crow, and 86, we have a sword and a potion bottle. Okay, well, the crow is a spirit animal, a guardian, messenger of the spirit realm. Remember, they always want you to pay attention to synchronicities and things going on around you so you don't miss important messages or downloads. 86 is star-crossed love, love thwarted by a malign star. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe some of you were seeking out relationships and, it got stopped. Ask yourself why. Maybe the divine spirit is saying this isn't good for you. Interesting. 1 and 86. All right. Let's do... Okay, Wings wants these. What a way to start. He chose these over the Calaveras today. Baseball cap. It's time to lay low, take a step back, and evaluate any meaning to a particular situation. Inner child play and healing. Well, you did get the 6 of Cups today, and that can be nostalgic, remembering childhood memories, what it's like to be a little kid again. Protect your energy more in social settings and cleanse when you return home. That's important because yesterday's message was, energy vampires. Make sure that you are divinely protected, but we need to be careful. Starfish. Spend more time near water. Rely more on your intuition. Maybe you're thinking about career, changing your career, what you really want to do in life. Go back to when you were a little kid. What have you always really, really wanted to do? Because that's the innocence of dreams. Okay, the duck. People are placed in your life for certain reasons. Give yourself a little more grace and kindness, flexibilities, and try not to be too hard on yourself. When you start being a sponge and you absorb everything that everybody does to you or around you, we have to learn to be like the water on a duck's back and let it roll off. Soccer ball, not everything is black and white. Open yourself up to other meanings and opportunities. This is the way the world is going right now. With that tarot reading we just got, is sometimes we have a hard time seeing the bigger picture because we don't have all the details to the plan. Not everything is black and white, cut and dry. There are so many things going on that we can't see. We have to have faith and trust. Just go with it. Roll with it. Oh, we get to eat a candy bar today. Embrace and display more of your sweetness and kindness to others. That means we have to be nice to people. That's Spirit's advice. Don't overindulge in certain areas of your life. Spending, eating, substance abuse, that kind of stuff. Explore options. There's a variety to choose from. Okay, so they're really focusing on the overindulgence of things. And since our reading kind of focused on holding on to some money, watch your finances. Don't overindulge on things that you don't, you're going to have to go to these stores or whatever you're doing and say, is this a need or is it a want? Okay. Okay. Something tells me this reading might lean more towards about finding balance in our life, but we shall see. And I am sending prayers out to all of our beautiful military out there. I got word last night that we do have family and friends that are deployed right now. They are safe. Let's send prayers out to them. Also, prayers for anybody dealing with this crazy heat. It is predicted to be the hottest summer recorded. Take precaution. I'm not a doctor, but drink lots of water. Cool off when you can. Denial, haughty, reminders, behavior avoiding the heart, face the reality. A lot of times we try to talk ourselves out of reality and what it really is. Well, that can't be true. It has to be this. There's a lot of that going on in the world right now, especially people that are just now waking up and they're starting to see truths come out, and it hits hard. And in their heart, they know that it's truth, but they're going, no, this can't be true. This can't be true. Meditate on awareness. Expand consciousness. Open your senses and awaken the dormant wisdom. People will have to realize that they need some time to meditate and pray to get past this denial stage. And find harmony. Remember your worth. Rejection, self-sacrifice depletes essence. Yeah. Well, this kind of all goes together. People are one extreme or the other right now. This is really about the balance I was just talking about. They are going to go through this great awakening, and if they don't meditate and pray and stay focused, they're going to feel rejected. It will deplete them. It will depress them. So continue to send that love and light. I actually spent time last night sending out huge light and love bombs basically all over the grid of Gaia, and the people would find peace in their heart, and truth would lead them. Let's find out who's going to help us do this today with our spirit animals. "26 is the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between." Well, talk about it not being black or white. This is like there's so many gray areas in life, but in order to stay balanced, we have to kind of stay in the middle, stay neutral. All right, 29 is the giraffe spirit. See the bigger picture. Yeah. So they're all kind of coming together saying, look, you don't know the whole story. You're not seeing the bigger picture yet. We have to refocus. 56 is the spider spirit. Make your dreams real. That is creating the world that you want to live in. It's okay to start with a pattern. What do you want to manifest in your life? Okay, think big. Don't limit yourself. You're worth a beautiful future. Okay, go back to your childhood. What were your dreams? I mean, maybe you said, I want to be an astronaut. Okay, well, maybe that's a shot in the dark, but God knows your heart. Maybe ascension will lead you to, going to be with your star families or something like that. We don't know. But don't put a cap on your dreams. We know that we have to stay grounded, but it still comes back to balance. See the bigger picture. That's why we were told when we start creating humanitarian projects, think outside the box, think big. Opportunities will be given to us. All right, higher self message. Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. That's true. A lot of times people just go with the flow, they go with the crowd because they're worried about being labeled something. When you stop caring about what everybody else thinks, that's freedom. It gives you the ability just to move forward in your own truth. And like I said, God knows your heart. Who cares about what man thinks about you? Nobody cares. Um, they don't live in your house. They don't live your life. You've got to stand up and say, no, this is what I want, and I don't care what you think. Don't worry about labels. God knows the heart, remember? Do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. Well, not everything is black and white. And just because we don't understand a situation in the world, refocus on what you've got going on great in your life. Don't focus on the negative and the lack thereof. Focus on what I do have and have gratitude for it. Be in the moment. But that part about stop caring about what everybody else thinks, that's that duck that you got. Let it roll off your back. I don't care. People have tons of opinions about me. I don't care. Believe me. I lose sleep at night. Not over that. All right. Future predictions. We had a jumper. Lies and deception. Well, we're kind of used to that. And when it comes to the people that are just now waking up, this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, but that's their journey. Let them figure it out. Urgent, act now. What are we acting on? Preparation, energy weapon. This is like EMP. Am I worried about that? No. Stay put. Wow. This is like fear tactics almost, but because we have lies and deception, everybody's doing the fear mongering right now. Oh, well, we're going to get attacked by an EMP, prepare, do what you got to do. It's okay to be prepared, but we don't do it in fear. Public life burnout. That's interesting. Okay, Wanks. He's showing me a lot of celebrities that have kind of disappeared off the radar. They're going to use it as an excuse with burnout, but actually that's a lie as well. They've been removed off the earth plane, replaced. Most of the ones you see now they're going to say that they're retiring or they're a 2.0 and, AI's replaced so much stuff. But I'm focused on this right now. This is a lot of fear mongering. Do what you can. Always be prepared. Always have a little bit of extra water and rice and beans or whatever you call prepping. But don't take it to heart to where you're scared and you stick your head in the sand and go, oh gosh, what's going to happen? God's got this. Don't worry about it. Most of it's lies. Because remember, they need that negative loosh that you give off when you're afraid. All right. Let's end it with golden insight. Okay, well, we've had the World card today, and now we have it again. So, wholeness, completion, foreign. Now, you might be traveling, but I get more of the energy of some of these plans are finally wrapping up and coming to an end. Oh, there's an egg. Now, this can be about fertility, new babies, but it's always about change. Something's about to rebirth. Yes, I know eggs hatch. They're not birthed, but you know what I mean. But changes are coming. New beginnings, basically. There's a clock, time pressures, time issues. When the time is right. Remember God's timing for these to happen. Many of them are prophecy, and we were told, and we actually have the timing if we just sit down and do the the math. So don't feel that time has pressure to make you scared, but there is a divine order to things. Okay, the bull. Now we all know that this is a Taurus energy of stubbornness, uncompromising, but we have to, I always see this as our financial system: stability, durability, riches, and wealth. Okay, so something's about global reset, new birth of things. We're just watching the clock for our finances. You got to put the pieces together. Trusting fate. We weigh the risks, just like that tarot reading that we got today. You might weigh the risks a little bit stronger of what you're putting your investment towards right now, and roll the dice because you have free will to decide which way you want to go. They gave advice. You might want to hold on just a little bit longer and reserve, because it's hard to predict exactly what this plan is, but really you have free will to decide if you want to roll the dice. Okay. All right, guys, that is your reading for this Wednesday. Something's coming. That rebirth is happening, but they do give a little heed a warning. Watch what you're doing. Make the right choices. Open yourself up to advice from the divine. You're always protected. And stop worrying about what everybody thinks about you. Okay? Know that God loves you. And so do I.